Many people don't know that trousers were actually invented during the Irish potato famine of the mid-1800s by Kenneth O'Crackadoodle McGuinness, a tailor from Kilkenny. Don't let the name fool you, he was a very serious man. According to historians, the only person who has ever even seen him smirk was his wife Delma, after hearing a joke so funny it gave several easily amused contemporaries heart attacks from laughter. The joke itself is lost to history, but a recently discovered diary entry reveals that it had something to do with food being served in a metal tube located high up in the sky. There was, however, one rather silly pastime Kenneth O'Crackadoodle McGuinness engaged in very passionately, and that was sack racing. Especially during the potato famine, the sport took off in Ireland, as there was a huge surplus of potato sacks, but no potatoes to fill them with. O'Crackadoodle McGuinness was one of the best athletes in Ireland at the time, and known for his extreme technique that ripped many sacks apart. In the infamous Drumcollier Derby of 1851 in Drumcollier, O'Crackadoodle McGuinness was using a faulty sack, and rode it so hard that it ripped after his third jump. In the very moment of bursting through the fabric and putting the sack on like we would put on trousers today, O'Crackadoodle McGuinness had the great epiphany that would change fashion forever. Now, of course, dungarees had already existed for a long time, but this potato sack was so tight it stuck to his legs. Some historians believe that this particular sack was made when the potato famine was already underway, and larger sacks would have been a waste of materials considering there were now fewer potatoes to hold. But the Irish Association of Potato Sack Manufacturers holds that there was never a shrinkage in potato sack size during the Great Famine, though it must be noted that, unlike today, not every potato sack workshop was a member of the Irish Association of Potato Sack Manufacturers in the 19th century, and that the chairman of the organisation was a leprechaun at the time, and one of the primary reasons leprechauns were banned from holding executive offices in public and private organisations, a law that persists on every one of the British Isles to this day. Over several months of hard work and dedication, O'Crackadoodle McGuinness developed the first set of trousers, made of a total of 7 potato sacks. His tailoring workshop soon became a bustling centre of activity, as he began converting the enormous surplus of potato bags into his new grand invention, single-handedly saving the Irish potato bag industry. O'Crackadoodle McGuinness later began making trousers out of different materials, which sold even better abroad. Seeking brighter fortunes in the New World, many Irish people moved to America and began opening their own trouser workshops, and the novel clothing items sold very well in this new market. It is commonly believed that this is the origin of one of the East Coast's most iconic stereotypes, the trouser-selling Irishman. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope you've learned something from this insight into a little-known fact of our history.